Derek, how are you?
Doing okay. How are you?
Good. You know, the last time we met, we talked about some problems that you were having with anxiety.
Hmm.
And I just wondered, how have you been doing?
Um, in some areas okay, but you
Mhm.
want to know something? I've been thinking about the way I talk and present myself,
Mhm.
and I I know it's not like a super big issue, but I just can't get over the fact that I feel like I just go on, and I'm redundant sometimes, and
Mhm.
that when I talk to people, they just not that they don't want to hear what I'm saying, but I say something in ways that people wonder why did he say that. I mean,
Mhm.
they don't say that to me, but
Well,
I feel that
when does this happen?
when I talk to people.
All the time you feel? I mean, it seems to me. Is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem to feel like you don't have a feeling of control about what your maybe your topics that you're talking about or what you're saying. So you're not thinking before you talk, or what do you think the problem is?
I think I don't know. It's like I know what I'm doing and I can't stop it.
Okay, so it's a control issue,
And it's not that I talk too
self-control.
much.
Uh-huh.
It's that I just talk when inappropriately. You know,
Okay.
where
Well, does this happen in all situations, or just at school, or at work,
well,
or with your
I
friends?
I don't work right now because I'm really trying to put my focus in graduate school.
Mm-hmm.
But I, in fact, most of my contact is at school,
Mm-hmm.
and but I talk to people in my apartment. But
Mm-hmm.
still, even in class, sometimes I'm afraid to speak because I don't want to sound stupid. And I know I'm an intelligent person, and what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is normally on the right track. But I don't come across very confident. I won't look people in the eye. Like if I'm talking to a professor or talking to a group, I won't look them in the eye, and I'll look down a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll become unsure of myself as I'm speaking, and
So how does that make you feel about yourself whenever you talking to somebody and you start to feel ill at ease? How do you feel? What emotions come up?
I I just feel I can't present myself in the way
Well,
that
that's
I
a
would like
thought.
to.
That's what you think, that you're
Yeah.
not able to present yourself in the way. But inside, how does it make you feel?
Like a feeling. I feel mute,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know even how to describe this as a feeling. Have you ever just heard the feeling or known someone that they're unable to get their thoughts out, or they seem like an empty vessel, that there's nothing going on in there? Not
Mm-hmm.
stupid, but they're just not completely there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that person, but I feel like I come across that way.
But so then, does it? I mean, do you feel inadequate in communicating,
And
or
communicating, that's a really good way to put it.
so you
Yeah.
feel like you have thoughts that you're not really able to communicate well?
Yeah.
So, do you feel that anybody, that people respond to you in a way that's surprising?
Um, well, normally professors, when I talk to them, they kind of, um, they're listening, like, get your words out there, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, and they kind of don't normally disagree with me, but they can't agree because I can't get my thoughts out the way I want to, and I
Mm-hmm.
constantly say afterwards, I'm sorry, it's not coming out the way I have it in my brain,
Well,
and
so there's evidence then. Do you? Other people have told you this, and what evidence do you have to believe that people aren't understanding you the way you want them to?
my ex-girlfriend was
Mm-hmm.
very, she'd be like, get your words out there, come on, come
Mm-hmm.
on. And I actually didn't feel I had an issue when I would talk to my girlfriend, because when I get really comfortable with someone, I just speak.
So let me understand this. So do you think it's the rate of speech or the thoughts that you're having a problem with, or a combination?
You know, I've been diagnosed with ADHD,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I feel we're all ADHD,
Mm-hmm.
and I deal with hyperactivity where sometimes it can be in too much excess, and
Uh-huh.
then sometimes too little.
So are you trying to tell me that sometimes the words just come flying out, but you're not sure of the meaning, and
Yeah.
other people have trouble discerning your meaning?
This, I don't mean to sound this selfishly, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I want to hear my words as I
Mm-hmm.
say them, that sometimes I want to sound the way I'm speaking, not in a hypocritical
Well,
sense,
what is it?
but
What are you trying to make yourself feel? What is it that you would want to feel after
you
you've
know,
made a comment to somebody?
I think I know I'm very unique. I'm a very unique guy where I have a lot more personality than a lot of guys I've noticed. My mind just goes really
fast.
Yeah. But I feel like my mind, I think, well, your question was how do I feel, right?
How do you want to feel when you communicate with people?
That's right. I
that you're not getting. You're talking to people and you're saying you think that you have a problem because you're not getting the feedback or feeling what you would want to feel. And I'm asking, what would you want to feel after you've talked with someone?
Because I know I'm different. I think I like people to know that, and I want them to see. I wear my heart on my sleeve, you know, and I that's how I am when I have, like, you know, when I'm dating, and like, I honestly, I never chase girls like most guys do, because I feel that it's almost like a game sometimes the way they do it, and that girls want a certain type behavior than actually a relationship. They focus too much on the actual.
Well, when you say you're different, do you think that you are different, or you behave different, you think different?
I mean, I think in a good way. I know I'm very, you know, unique, and
what do you mean by unique?
I like that. I didn't when I was younger. I wanted to be more normal.
How do you describe unique?
I think differently than a lot of people. And
in what way?
My mind is always going. Like, I'm always thinking about something. Or honestly, sometimes I don't even get to what I need to do because my thoughts are just going, and people are like, "What did you do all day?" I thought.
So let me ask you. So this rapid thinking and rapid speaking.
Yeah.
And how does it affect, like, how you feel? I mean, do you feel wired up? Do you feel you're going fast? How do you feel in terms of your body?
I feel it's all in my head. I keep. I don't know. I guess maybe that's my problem, that I disconnect brain from self. I don't know. So
you don't feel that you're in sync?
Yeah, and sometimes.
Or you feel like that everything's just going fast, or that things are out of sync?
Well, you know, people have so many misunderstandings in this world. In fact, most breaking of relationships are due to misunderstandings, in my opinion. And where I've come to the point, I've become a recluse. I don't really talk to people outside of school, but that's by choice. I like it that way.
So you feel that you've been misunderstood, so you've withdrawn from people, or do you feel more comfortable?
It just happened naturally. It has to be. You're right. It has to be comfortableness, because it just kind of happened that way. And I used to be one that has 1,000,000,001 friends, and now, you know, I know Jesus and myself, and those are the people that I trust, even though sometimes I don't even trust myself, and I have to trust God.
Well, let me ask you a question then. So do you think that your communication skills are the cause of this? That you were normally different? You were, in the past, you had been different, but there has been a change, and you attribute it to communication skills?
Yeah.
And do you think that that's related to anything else, anything physiologically?
The ADHD thing, like I said, I still don't know if I have it. In fact, you know, I almost feel like I'm lying when I say I have it, even though I've been diagnosed by every doctor I've seen, even my self-tests.
So you have evidence that you may have ADHD, and are you receiving treatment?
Yeah, I just started, not Adderall, I don't like that, but a safer alternative, Vyvanse.
Well, how's that working out for you?
It took some time getting used to, but honestly, it's like a super vitamin, and whether I have it or not, it does make me feel better, and it makes me more productive, and helped me adjust really to grad school, because I just moved here and from a new city, not really knowing many people here.
So let's go to, you know, what do you have working for you? You say that you have a condition that was diagnosed, and you're receiving treatment.
Yeah.
You're in graduate school. Are you doing well?
I think so. I typically always do well with my grades. But I feel like I could always do better.
Okay.
Like, even when I get straight A's or straight A's and B's. Although that's not as highly looked upon, I don't think, in grad school, A's and B's. I think it's just A's.
Okay. But you are making progress in grad school.
Yeah.
And you are trying.
Yeah.
So you do have some things going for you. that are working in your favor, and what's not working in your favor right now. I mean, like on a scale of 1 to 10, you came in today from communication problems. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a problem is that in your life? Is it interfering with your life, or is it just a matter of uncomfortability? I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10.
It does deal with more uncomfortability because
Mhm.
I've become a recluse. So as far as an issue, because I don't really talk to people, it's
Well, I need to clarify something here. Maybe I'm not understanding you right. Do you feel like you're communicating too much with too many people, too fast?
sometimes.
Or is it, and you become a recluse because people aren't understanding you?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you feel a
I
frustration?
don't even know the reason why I've become that way, a recluse.
Right. Well, I mean, do you feel in your interactions with people that because maybe you didn't get the desired response, that you sort of, shielded yourself from getting an undesirable response?
Yeah, I find myself now
Mhm.
always apologizing even when I don't do anything,
Uh-huh.
and because I always feel that maybe I said something that was too much, and I don't want people,
Mhm.
because people stop talking over
Well,
stupid stuff.
why do you think people have a hard time and start to give you this response that you don't like?
Because
Why do you think that's happening?
because this is something I dealt with, and I feel a lot of people deal with, is people want to trust one